When we think about creativity, we often think about major accomplishments like a symphony or a great cathedral or a magnificent painting. But really, creativity happens to all of us all the time, especially when we use our ingenuity to solve a problem or to achieve a goal or to combine things that really shouldn't go together. When I think about my history, I think about some stories that came up during the Great Depression in my family. One of them was that in my mother's family, her parents really struggled financially. My grandfather was out of work, and they often really just didn't have enough money to pay the bills. That one day, a puzzle came up in the Detroit newspaper, and it was a contest. And the first person who solved the puzzle would get $5. So the story was that my grandfather and my grandmother stayed up all night, and they solved the puzzle. They got the $5. Another story that comes from that same time period was my great aunt, who lost her husband when she was quite young, when she was in her 30s, and she was deeply grieving. So she took one of his suits and she remade it into a suit for herself so that she could feel him close to her going forward. I think about my mother, who was a Depression baby, and one of her favorite things to do was to rescue the plants at Walmart that they were getting ready to throw out. Very often they would just put them out on a table and say, just take this, or they'd charge $1 or something. So she'd rescue these poor bedraggled plants, take them home, baby them back to life, and before long there would be a 6-foot house plant. And she also liked to start plants from avocado seeds and all kinds of things like that, rather than go to a nursery and pay a lot of money for an expensive plant. So I think anytime any of us tries to solve a problem in a novel way, or we try to rescue something that might otherwise be thrown away, or every time we come up with an idea of combining things in a novel way, we're being creative. And we really have to, I think it's important to remember those times, to acknowledge them, and to remember that we all have this great resource, this ability to come up with new and creative ideas.